Welcome back to the PSN Commanders Network. It's your boy Tone, aka Tech. I am back on the live stream, man. If I get to a word of God, for God's right now, God's with doors. You pay way for all people doors and permits. Today's video, I here at the Washington Commanders. If I get too far today's upload though, slash live stream, I'm going to give you guys a quick verse of the day. I'm going to do on the channel every single time that I'm on a video. This is from First John 3:16, not the original John 3:16, Yeah. Uh, God so loved the world, he gave his only begotten son that this world be saved. Not that one, but this is how we know what love is. Jesus Christ laid down his life for us, and we ought to lay down our lives for our brothers and sisters. That is today's verse of the day. And let's get right into today's video. So, we're playing the Chargers this week. We took on the chin last week versus the Atlanta Falcons. I was in Atlanta. You want to go check out that vlog, you can go check that out as well. I very appreciate that so much. Much love to all y'all that do that for me. I very appreciate that very, very much. As we are moving on to this Chargers game on Sunday. So we did drop the 2-2 after losing to the Falcons, and the Chargers come off a loss as well. The Chargers had lost to the Jackson Dart led Malik Neighbors list Giants 21-18 at MetLife Stadium. Proud of Malik Neighbors as he did tear his ACL. And Jackson Dart looked very good. They struggled with his mobility, the Chargers did, and they lost that game 21-18 in very low scoring fashion. Mario Hampton ran all over him, but just didn't get the ball enough. And I just didn't think the offensive coordinator played a great called a good game and cost him that ball game for the Chargers, and the Chargers are up to 3-1. They both come off losses, and question is which team's going to bounce back? That's what we're going to talk about today in today's live show. So we will start with the injury report, and then I will march on to other things this evening as you guys are coming in. Oh, the injury report. Everyone's in for the Chargers except for Joe Alt. He'll be out with the ankle injury. I think he's gonna get put on IR. He's gonna be out for a while. And Darius Davis, the kick returner / punt returner, he's also out with a knee injury. And Mekhi Benton is questionable with a concussion. I think Mekhi Benton's going to go though, so we'll see. But as for us, the only guys that are out are the guys that didn't make the trip, which are Terry McLaurin, Noah Brown, and Sam Cosmi. Sam Cosmi's still on the pup list. He has not been activated. They have opened up his window, but he's not fully activated yet with the ACL reconstruction. Terry McLaurin with the quad / hip flexor, he's also out. And then the knee injury / groin injury for wide receiver Noah Brown, he's also out as well. So no surprise there, to be honest. No surprises there, honestly speaking. We'll see how that goes. But not having Terry and not having Noah sucks. But Noah Brown stays right, whatever. But not having Terry stinks. But Jaden Daniels will start and will play in a knee brace Sunday. Do I love the knee brace thing? No. Don't. But it's what it is. He has to play with it. I hope it's only for a week. I hope it's not for a long period of time. I don't want to see him in that brace for too long. I don't like it. I don't like the knee brace thing. I just don't love the knee brace. I'm not a big fan. I want to be 1,000% honest with you, but he has to use it. He has to use it to play, man. It is what it is. But yeah, welcome back, Jaden Daniels. That's huge. I think having our guy back, having our franchise quarterback back in a game that we have to win is huge. This is a must-win game for the Commanders, by the way. I want to talk about that as well. We're 2-2. We don't want to drop to 2-3. as the Eagles are still finding a way to win games. You don't want to fall too far behind the NFC East, and don't want those 2 games in December to not matter. So you want to stay in pace with the Philadelphia Eagles, and the way you do that is win. And if the Broncos upset the Eagles, then you cut yourself to a one game deficit in the NFC East lead. Let's look at the previous history we've had with the Chargers. I won't go too far. I won't go no more than 20 years back, only because that's just going all the way back in the days doing 20. But we are 7-5 overall versus Los Angeles Chargers slash San Diego Chargers. The Redskins football team slash Commanders are 7-5 all time versus them, but we have not had a good history with them as of late. 2005, we lost to the Chargers as the Washington Redskins, 23-17. I believe that was Phillip Rivers' first year starting in the league, and Clinton Portis and the boys just couldn't get the job done. We played him in 2010. I believe that was is that Rex Grossman? No, it's Donovan McNabb, I believe. We lost that game 23-20. I think off was that Bannerjack game winning field goal. I forgot who the kicker was, but we lost on the game winning field goal to the Chargers. And then the last time we beat them was in November 3rd, 2013. That was RG3, Robert Griffin III. Bob Griffin. Bob Griffin went out there, had a decent game. Outplayed Phillip Rivers in that one and got the dub 30-24 in OT. And then the last time we were the Redskins and played them, that was 2017. That was Kirk Cousins' last starting year here. And we got smashed by the Los Angeles Chargers 30-13 as they ran all over us. I remember that game. They ran all over us. Keenan had a huge game. They just bust out. Like, they destroyed us, bro. It got ugly very quickly. And then when we were the Washington football team, the only time we played them underneath that moniker, we lost to Chargers 20-16, but that game was really even that close. Justin Herbert was sprawling all over us, dicing us up offensively. When Taylor Heineke had a decent first start, he threw a crazy pass to Terry McLaurin when he did that acrobatic crazy catch. Y'all remember that one. That catch was insane. But the game was tight, but we just couldn't stop the Chargers offense. They only had 20 points, but they were just marching up and down the field. They were just settling for field goals. So that was that. But yeah, that has been the history with the Chargers. They've been beating the crap out of us the last 5 meetings. We are 1-4 versus the Los Angeles and San Diego Chargers in our last 4 matchups. And we're due to get these guys, man. We're due to get these guys. This is ridiculous. We have lost to them too much lately. We have lost them boys way too much. Y'all want to see the history for you guys for yourself. Let's go ahead and show you guys the history we've had with these guys real quick. So make sure y'all know I'm not capping. 2021 loss. It's dub for them, but loss for us. Dub in 2017. Loss for them in 2013. Dub. So they've been dubbing us for a little bit now. So it's time to defeat them somehow, some way. Because we was on a heater versus the Falcons and they beat us last week. So it's time to be the Atlanta Falcons of this week and be the team we haven't beaten in a while. So I think it's about that time. Let's get to some keys to victory. Let's talk about it. And then at the end of the actual preview, we'll take a full round slate around the National Football League for week 5. But let's get to keys to victory. I'm going to start defensively because defense is the reason why we lost last week. The defense was putrid. It was bad. It was terrible. It was god-awful. It was what the hell was this? It was what the hell, whatever you want to call it. It was bad. It's terrible. It's freaking basura. So, number 1 key, stop the run. Marion Hampton had 12 carries. I'm going to say this emphatically so y'all can understand that how important it is to stop the run here. He had 12 carries for 128 yards last week. He averaged a first down every time he toted the football. We cannot allow that Sunday. We have to make them one-dimensional. Stopping the run is huge. After that, you have to get the Justin Herbert and do not have Joe Alt and do not have Rashawn Slater. Go get the quarterback. Okay. My third key, this is going to probably be the most tough one for us to do. But my third defensive key is to keep Marshawn Lattimore as far from Quentin Johnson as possible. He has 25 catches for 337 yards and 4 touchdowns. He has played great football over the first month. And he has something that Marshawn Lattimore struggles with, which is speed. Marshawn can't run anymore. Keep him away from Quentin Johnson as much as possible. My final key, and this is going to sound disrespectful. I'm sorry. I'm sorry to these players. Don't get mad at me, bro. But y'all looked really bad last week. And 2 of you guys have been bad almost all season long. So let's talk about the guys that need to play better. Quan Martin, Marshawn Lattimore, and Mikey Samerstill. I need you 3 to feel confident and play confident. You have to go out there and be confident in your God-given abilities, and I'm going to need you to go out there and play competent football, especially Marshawn Lattimore. He's been god-awful this year. Terrible. Disgustingly bad. He has to play better football. Zone and in man, he has not been good this year. He has to play better. The whole defense play better, but I need he to play better. And Mikey, I know Mikey can do it. Just Mikey has to be confident. Mikey, go out there, be confident. Go out there and make plays. I know you were outside last year. You're back inside. It's an adjustment period. It's weird for you a little bit, but just be Mikey. Be Mikey. Be Frozen. Just be Frozen. Be confident. And same with Quan. Just be confident, bro. Like, I think these guys were hesitant last week. They played hesitant. Like, on that play to Drake London, you know how hesitant Marshawn Lattimore was? He looked hesitant. He looked scared. You can't be out the field scared and expect to make plays. Stop being scared and go be confident. You got to pray about it, but do something. Don't be out there looking not confident and then you go play incompetent. You're not confident, you play incompetent. When you're confident, you play competent. So go be confident and play competent for you 3. I go for the entire defense, but them 3 really stuck out like a sore thumb last week. Quan was terrible. Marshawn was worse. And Mikey got a pick, but that's the only thing he did good last week. He had no PBUs. Drake London was working him. I get Drake London 6'4", you're 5'9". I get it. But still be confident. When I saw Mikey Samerstill last year, he looked confident. He's not looked confident. Maybe it's him playing inside. He ain't confident inside. That might be what it is. I don't know, but he has to play better. Those are my defensive keys. Offensive keys. Newsflash. You can run on the Los Angeles Chargers. Cam Scatterboo had himself a ball game last week. Let's look at what running backs have done to the Chargers here. I am very, very curious about that. I'm very, very, very curious. Remind me to call my uncle back, y'all. I didn't call my uncle back. I had a PJ day, but I didn't call my uncle back. Y'all comment down below at the end of the stream, whatever. Call my uncle. But let's look at the Chargers. Right. And I want to look at what running backs have done versus them. J.K. Dobbins, 11 carries, 83 yards. That's a pretty good day rushing football, right? That's one team. I already told you what Cam Scatterboo did. That was week 3. Let's see exactly what Cam Scatterboo did. Cam Scatterboo had the yards per carry weren't too high, but he did have 25 carries for 80 yards. He ran okay. What's some real passing in the game last week? Interesting. I don't know what y'all got going on. Weird activity. Let's see what other teams have done so far. Let's see what other teams what the Chiefs do? The only team that didn't run the ball very well. Yeah, the only team that didn't run the ball very well was the Chiefs. Pacheco had 5 carries for 25 yards. So, and then, Mahomes had 6 carries for 57 yards. So, that was kind of that. But outside of the Chiefs game, they have been getting ran on, man. They've been getting ran on, bro. They have been getting ran on. You can run on these boys. Tell me what they did week 2 before I go too crazy about that. I don't really allow too much running the football versus the Raiders either. Yeah, 11 for 43. So a team that has a good rushing offense can run. The Giants can run the football, and they ran on. And the Broncos have a good rushing offense, and they ran on them as well. You have to run the football. Got to run the football, man. I know Jaden's back, and you want to get cute. Cut the cute nonsense out. Run the football. Punch them in the mouth, and don't stop punching them till you knock them out. Keep running the ball and keep punching them in the mouth until they get knocked down and they say no mas. I want 35 carries from the running backs from the Commanders Sunday. It's time. It's time to fully unleash his running game and stop getting cute. And I'm putting out Cliff Kingsbury. Run the football. Next key. Jaden must extend plays in order to throw and not to run. I think the next maturation for Jaden Daniels is to extend plays in order to break throws and not to run. You can run sometimes. I'm not saying don't run at all. But I want him to extend plays or to throw. That's the next step in his maturation as a quarterback. Number 3. Target Debo and Zach often when throwing the football. They're our best guys right now. With no Terry, no Noah. I've liked what I've seen from Luke McCaffrey. Don't get me wrong. I like some what I've seen from Jay Lane as a punt returner. As a wide receiver, maybe not so much. I like to see more. But I love what I've seen from Luke McCaffrey lately. I love what I've seen from Luke McCaffrey. But Debo has been phenomenal. And Debo has been a godsend. I'm glad we traded. And I think he's going to continue to make plays. I like what I see from Debo, right? And then with Zach. I know Zach is no yak Zach, but no yak Zach is better than most guys out there. Shout out to no yak Zach. I love Zach Ertz. Zach Ertz just makes plays. Still makes plays at the ripe age of 35 years. Now, let's talk about one more offensive key. Bill needs more touches. Jacory Krosky-Merritt needs the ball more. I'm tired of this pass pro nonsense. That what the hell you got Jeremy Nichols for? Now, does he have to be better in pass pro Jacory does? Hell yeah, he does. But can you still give him 15 touches? Yes. Out of balance. But give him the ball. Goodness sakes. What are we doing? But those are my offensive keys to victory. Of course, protect Jaden and, not turn the ball over, stuff like that. That's also obvious things. And my final offensive key, Jaden's going to not attack his zone. Last time he played his own defense, it ended very bad for him versus the Green Bay Packers. He's going to learn how to dice up his zone. 5 guys in zone defenses, and it looks a little confusing. Just use what you know best for your athletes. That's fine, but you have to make plays, and it's on defense. I think it's going to be to a victory. X factor also very important. We'll start with us, the road team. I feel number one X factor defensively will be Dorrance Armstrong. He's been our best pass rusher the past like 10, 11 games or so, dating back to last year. He had like 7 sacks in that time, and he's like different pressures. It's time for him to continue to make plays. When you put him inside on third down, I think he could be a guard, especially where the tackles are out. You can really start attacking that interior of the offensive line and really put pressure in Justin Herbert's face to where he can't run away. It's huge. And then I think offensively for me will have to be Luke McCaffrey. He's been playing really good ball. He has 2 touchdowns in 2 weeks. He's about 7 yards receiving in the last 2 weeks. He's starting to emerge as a guy that they can trust. And I think that's huge. I know he only has 5 catches in the last 2 weeks, but he's caught every single target that's come his way. And that's all you can ask for from Luke. And I like watching him. So, shout out to Luke McCaffrey. My final outcome here for the Washington. I think we win this game. I think we have a sour taste in our mouth after the Atlanta game, and we gotta get on the board on the road. We are a way different team on the road. We have to end the road woes. We're 0-2 on the road. We allowed twice as many points per game on the road we do at home. Northwest Stadium is a huge advantage, and I love watching the guys at Northwest. I love it. I love it. I love it. I want more of it. I love watching the squad at Northwest Stadium. I love it, bro. We got to win on the daggone road if you want to be a playoff team. Playoff teams don't go 0-9 on the road. You have to break this road road. And our best moments last year were on the road, bro. It's time to get back to Commanders football. And Commanders football is winning at home and on the goddamn road. So go ahead and give me the Washington Commanders to win this game 27-23 over the Los Angeles Chargers. I think the road to 27 wins this game, and I had the Commanders win this game 27-23. Or actually, it can end 30-27 too. I think that'd be one. I think one of those two are the final score here. I don't think we get the 30 without Terry, but we already did score 27 points without Terry and Jaden last week, so we do get Jaden. But yeah, I think that's going to do it. When it comes to the preview, I'm going to look at the rest of the slate of the National Football League's Week 5 season, and we will go ahead and look at the slate for Week 5. We'll pick the rest of the games, and also we'll review the LA San Francisco game as well. I'm going to give you guys a different little feel on this channel this year, as we are doing things a little differently this year with the previews, just to kind of, spice up a little bit. As we are now in Week 5 of the National Football League. We're now officially in fall, guys. Days are getting shorter. It's getting colder out. It's getting a little cooler. And we are now into the fall season as summer has left us, and now we are now in fall. So let's start with this game with the Rams and the Niners. The Rams had no business losing this game, but San Fran just kept making play after play after play. They dominated this game from pretty much start to finish. The Rams came back and tied the game, put it in overtime, and then we know how the game ended. Stafford was good though. 389 yards passing. Brewer touchdown passes, Puka Nicole. I think Bruno touchdown passes to Kyron Williams. Kyron Williams had 2 receiving touchdowns and 65 yards rushing. But Kendrick Bourne is the story for this game. He had 10 catches for 142 yards in this game. He went absolutely ape. Like he went Gohan Super Saiyan 2 versus Dagon Cell or something. He went absolutely ape. Like bro went absolutely nuts. Like he let his cojones hang. Pause. He put BTA on that whole secondary. Imagine they get Ayuk back, Brock Purdy back. Like They're 4-1. Like we have no excuses, bro. They're missing guys too. The Niners are. They're missing Brandon Ayuk. They're missing Brock Purdy. They're missing George Kittle. They're not getting Nick Bosa back. And they're still 4-1 at the top of the NFC West. That's a hell of a football team. Give credit to San Francisco 49ers. Give credit when credit is due, boy. 4-1. Good stuff. Good stuff. All right, so let's get to the rest of the slate here. Minnesota's taking on Cleveland. This will be in London on 9:30 a.m. on the NFL Network. The Vikings are 3.5-point favorites. Dylan Gabriel was starting for the Browns this week, and they are benching Joe Flacco in favor of the rookie. I'm going to see what the rookie can do. I wish it was Shadur, but it's not Shadur Sanders. It is Dylan Gabriel. Carson Wentz also will still get the start for the Vikings here. I think the Vikings are a better football team. I just think their offense is better than the Cleveland Browns offense. I think the Cleveland Browns defense is going to give Minnesota's offense some trouble. But I do think this game is over under 36.5. I got the under. I got this Minnesota team winning 20-13. I think it's a better football team. And I think Carson can make one more play than Dylan Gabriel, and I don't think they really have an answer for Justin Jefferson. I know Denzel was pretty good, but it's hard to check a guy like that, dude. And they got Jordan Addison back now too, so they got a guy like Thielen, and they got T.J. Hawkinson. So it's just too many guys to throw the ball to, and a Naylor kid too. So you got too many guys to throw the football to, and they can just protect Carson. I think Carson can make plays, and they just gotta be balanced from the football with Jordan Mason with some type of balance, and I think they'll be fine. Next, the Indianapolis Colts are taking on the Raiders. Raiders are going to Indy to take on the Colts here by 1 p.m. Eastern Standard Time at Lucas Oil Stadium. I have the Colts are 6.5-point favorites. I'm taking the Colts. The Raiders look terrible. Geno can't stop getting his own way. He leads the league in freaking interceptions. I don't trust Geno. I can't be upset this in 2025, but I trust Daniel Jones more. I trust Geno Smith right now. Give me the Colts. I think the Raiders kind of struggled to run too. I.e. what happened with the Washington Commanders a couple weeks ago. So I think they're gonna run. They can run on these boys too. So Daniel don't do too much. Daniel's gotta be Daniel, not do dumb crap. Do that, they win the game. You want to turn the ball over, they play a clean game, they'll win. The Giants are taking on the Saints here and the Superdome. The Saints are 2.5-point favorites. Now, this is my upset of the week. I am taking the Giants over the Saints. I think Jackson Dart can make a couple more plays more than Spencer Rattler. Now, this game is going to be tight, though, because both these teams stink. And the Giants don't have neighbors. But I think Wan'Dale, Cam Scatterboo, I don't know if Tyrone Tracy's going to play this week. I haven't checked the injury report. But they still got Devin Singletary as well. Theo Johnson stinks, but he can make a play or two here and there, I guess. And then Darius Slayton is still there. So you have enough guys. I think Jalen Hyatt, it's time for him to step up a little bit with all neighbors being around. I think it's time for him to step up and make some plays too. So I believe the Giants are a better football team. I think their defensive line will to be all over Spencer Rattler. I got the Giants winning this game. But the Saints could definitely win it. Both these teams are bad. You usually pick the home team in a situation with two bad football teams. But I just think the Giants are better. I think they're like 4 or 5 points better than the Saints. But none of my business. They're at home, so it makes sense that they're and I have the over 41.5 for this game. The Cowboys taking on the Jets in New York in MetLife Stadium, where the Giants play, and they beat the Giants all the freaking time. The Cowboys are 1.5-point favorites, and the over under is 48.5. I got the over. Both these defenses stink. The Jets are more talented defensively, but they have a bunch of injuries going on. And the Cowboys games have just been crazy, especially at home. I don't know how it's gonna be on the road, but at home, their games have been crazy. they have been scoring with the best of them. And I believe they could take that same type of energy on the road here because I don't think the Jets are that good. They are 0-4 for a reason. And I think they're going to drop to 0-5. I just think that the Cowboys are a better team. I think they have the better quarterback in Dak. So give me the Cowboys to overtake the Jets for score. Let's say 28-24 over the Jets here. Broncos taking on the Eagles. Eagles are 4.5-point favorites. Over under is 43.5. Give me the over in that game as well. I think the Philadelphia Eagles are going to score their first 30-point game just off pure offense and not a special team score being involved. I know the Denver Broncos have a good defense. I know Patrick Surtain can take away AJ Brown, and I get all that, but I think Saquon Barkley's going to have his game of the year. I got a weird feeling about this game. I don't know what it is, but I think the Denver Broncos are going to struggle to stop Saquon Barkley. And I do think that eventually Jalen Hurts is going to start throwing bombs over Baghdad over this defense. And I do believe that the Philadelphia Eagles win this game 30-21 over the Denver Broncos. I think it's the better football team. Miami going to Carolina to take on the Panthers. The Miami Dolphins are 1.5-point favorites. This game is weird. I want to pick Carolina. I do. They do play better at home than on the road. I'm going to take the Panthers. I don't know. They just think they're a better team at home. And Miami just lost Tyreek Hill. So that's going to be a little awkward as well. He's screaming yes too. I don't know if he was saying yes because he died playing with Tua. I don't know. But for Tyreek Hill, by the way. One thing about the Commanders Chargers game. Beat them for Austin Eckler. He's a former Charger. He can't play in this game. Do it for Austin Eckler. Put in the comment section. Do it for Austin Eckler. God darn it. Do it for Austin, man. Kick these boys behind for Austin. Do it for Eckler, man. Do it for Eck, man. Do it for Eck, man. God darn it. Kick these boys behind. Put a belt to you-know-what on those boys, man. Whoop these Negroes like they stole something. Like they stole your girl or something. I don't know. Beat these boys, though, man. Do it for Eck. Houston taking on Baltimore. There's no Lamar Jackson in this game. I'm taking the Texans. We're not going to do too much talking about that one. All right. But I'm only using this cuss word for a quote, okay? So any Christian watching this video, I'm only using the word for a quote. So please do not kill me in the comment section. But the Tennessee Cam Ward-led, aka We Ass Titans, are taking on the Arizona Cardinals. Now, I'm pretty sure everyone watched his press conference already, but basically he said we're at. Like, we're at. Like, you know what I'm saying? We suck. Like, we're terrible. I don't even use it for the quote, okay? Please don't desecrate me in the comment section. But yeah, he said we're trash, basically. And they're bad. They're a bad football team on the Tennessee Titans. And Arizona needs to get back on track. So I'm going to pick the Cardinals because it's in Glendale. Kyle needs to get right game. The Titans stink. I feel bad for Cam Ward. The fact that he said we're ass. Golly. You can hear the frustration when he says something. I'm gonna keep it a buck. We at. I'm like, whoa, we at? Like, we said we at on television. Oh my gosh! See, we drop a quarter of our freaking game. He said effing games, but you know, I'm trying to censor it now. But yeah, drop a quarter of our freaking games, and he was spazzing out. Like, you're gonna drop your 5th straight game, Cam. I'm sorry, bro. I'm sorry, man. I'm sorry. The Tampa Bay Buccaneers are taking on the Seahawks. Seattle's 3.5-point favorites. Baker's a little questionable for injury. I think Baker's gonna go. They don't have Mike Evans though. Emeka Ibuka stuff. They are getting Chris Godwin back though. I'm gonna pick Seattle reluctantly. It's hard to win in Seattle, man. It's just hard to win in Seattle. I'm gonna pick the Seattle. All right, this is the belt of behind game of the week, the BTA special. The Bengals are taking on the Lions. The Mr. Disrespectful Lions are 9.5-point favorites. The Lions are gonna put up 40 on these boys. Let's move on. I picked the Commanders already to upset the Los Angeles Chargers, obviously. New England's going to Buffalo take on the Bills. Bills are 8-point favorites, 7.5-point favorites. Over under is 49.5. I'm going to pick Buffalo to win, but I do think New England will cover the 7.5 though. I think this game will be more competitive than people give credit for. I think Drake May is playing good football. I like what the Patriots offense is putting out there. I like Trevion Henderson, I like Antonio Gibson, and Ramondre Stevenson. Hunter Henry's had a very good year. I can tell because he's on my fantasy team, so please don't comment. Oh, how you know what Hunter Henry's doing? He's on my fantasy team. I know what the heck he's doing. Diggs had a really good game last week, and he's going to his old mates to take on the Bills. No one circles the wagon better than the Buffalo Bills. And no one circle this dub better than the Buffalo Bills, though. I think Josh Allen's gonna go crazy. He's freaking Josh Allen. You're gonna tell Stephon Diggs, I don't need you, boy. I'm him. He's gonna win the game because he's Josh freaking Allen. So yeah, that's that. Now, Monday Night Football, the Chiefs taking on the Jaguars. The Chiefs are 3.5-point favorites. I think this is going to be tough for the Chiefs to win. But I think my homeboy got his swagger back. Got his swagger back. And he going to do his thug this. And Trevor Lawrence don't got a ghost of a chance. That's how I look at it. That's how I look at it. So, get a quick recap of the week. I am picking the Chiefs. I'm, of course, picking our Washington Commanders. I'm picking the Bills. I'm picking the Lions. Lions and Tigers and Bears. All right, stop playing. All right, but picking the Seahawks, picking the Cardinals. I'm picking the Texans. I'm picking the Panthers. I am picking the Eagles, Cowboys, Giants, Colts, Vikings are the games I am picking for the rest of the week. Hope you guys enjoyed tonight's show. Like, comment, subscribe to the channel. Look at the love of Christ. And comment your thoughts on my preview of the Washington Commanders Chargers game. What are you looking forward to seeing in this game versus the Chargers on Sunday? And let's get a dub, man. Hail to Washington Commanders, raise hail, and let's go put lights out on the boats. Peace.